Alright, in this game we have the Bills versus the Elks. We're in week 13. As you can see, the Bills are 8-4, the Elks are 8-3. Here's what it kind of looked like if the playoffs were to start right now. I have a feeling quite a few things are going to change in these last few weeks, but I'm not sure as to where it's going to end up, who's going to end up where. Honestly, the Bills and Elks are obviously a tight race, and the Nighthawks too, for who's going to end up in first. The Explorers, I think, are just barely hanging in there. Same with the Packers, I think. So, I'm going to have to give this game to the Elks. I think defense is more important. They have the slight edge at defense. So I'm going to give it to the Elks. I think they're going to take this away. Let me know down in the comments below who you think's going to win, and let's get into it.
Today, from Salt Lake City, Utah, it's week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Salt Lake City Elks versus Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. On play action, Lawrence. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back, and he's able to run with the ball. But you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On second down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Shakes off the sack. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 77 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 73 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Dietrich Wise able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Second and 9. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play.
Now Lawrence to throw. Hitting Samuel on the slant.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
He will find the open man at Streets.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Chapman. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. James Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Elks have moved out in front. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well. And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it. Roses now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. Here's Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wilson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. They go play action with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Being chased out left. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Myers. Throwing is Allen on third. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. From the 31, Lawrence firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Lawrence will throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now left side on the swing pass. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Allen flushed out right. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Dancing to his left. Broken tackle. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To the air. Allen can't get away, and he's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. A final shot before half for Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13. So let's get an update on what's going on.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll make this a three-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Bills getting set to go. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. For the run, Joe Fatukasi. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
after the sack on first down. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They run the counter. It's Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Cook. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down. Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. They try again with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So after the INT, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Beck. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bills on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And a Two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's second and a yard. Handoff comes to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. To throw on second and 10. Allen. Flush to his right. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Bills on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now on 2nd and 16, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. Rosa's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Allen. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Robinson again on second down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On third down, Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Salt Lake City, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.